Hey guys, how you doing? It's Tony here and welcome back to some more Life is Feudal Your Own. Last series we talked about the basics, we talked about the game itself, who made it, the promises of it, and what it could not possibly be. So since last time where I showed you like the browser for it with all the servers only containing probably about 30-40, now it might have a little tiny bit more no okay, tell me when you're done. Have it. Oh. Give it a second, it's loading them all in. No, okay, it doesn't want it does not want to show me it. You know, it only has a tiny bit more. Yeah. So ever since my last video, it has blown up fucking massively. So that's always good to know. It's good to see that people are actually taking a genuine interest in the game. It's gonna be such a good game. I can already tell. Now, me and my friend Mark, or as you guys know, the Godfather II, if you come over from his channel, is that we have been playing on one of our own worlds. Well, not our own, but a different world. And as you can see, Blue Fang Solutions are already in on it. But if I could actually find where the server is, that would be really nice. Maybe not. Guess I can't see it. As you see, you still have all of these ones that are still up. I might just have to start from the back end again, because the history doesn't work yet. For some reason, the history just does not work. I don't know why. It would be useful if it did work, because then I can actually get back onto it. I don't actually think... let's just... Give me a second. I'll just sign in online. There we go. You might see a bunch of things pop up. Right. I wonder if it does it now. No. Is anyone playing this game besides me? I don't think there is anyone. No. So there's no more people playing it, only me. I should have probably saved that world into my favourites, because we did get quite far on it actually. But unfortunately, it seems like it's either been taken down or it's not up. But then again, normally when servers are taken down, they're taken down completely. But if they're still up and have no more room in them, then they are normally up there. But unfortunately, your save files don't actually carry across. That's unfortunate. I just looked for it rather quickly, but it does not actually look like it's here. In which case, we'll start off in a new one. I only wanted to show you guys the different types of things, mostly. I think I will actually literally play on servers that give me good pings. I got 12 ping on this one. And for some reason it says you can add things into your favorites, but as of yet I have yet to actually find out how you do such a thing. Christ knows. Of course, none of that works yet. Hopefully they will get it working in the next patch. Would be nice. But yeah, we'll start off on this LIF server, the mcugc.com. We'll have to, of course, create another player. And for the sake of this video, I will be doing crafting skills in terraforming up to 60. Because, yeah, I found out that actually takes quite a lot to do. So I'm going to have that full forestry at 30 and all that kind of stuff. Because last time when I was playing with Mark, I literally had to spend 3 hours fucking lowering the ground level just so that my bloody terraforming could actually raise up, and it took ages. Just absolutely fucking ages. And it was not fun at all. I do want this up to 60 though. Prospecting, yeah, I can get that up easily. But other than that, we don't really need to change anything. Tony! No, not without the capital. With the capital, thank you. Corgan. Doop. Doop, 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 doop. You. Right. So let's play. And yeah, I mean, there hasn't been an update yet because they've only just had the launch. So mostly what I think is that they might wait a week or so till they release a patch. Or they might just do patches in great big steps. So like a month goes by, patch, month goes by, patch. Sometimes that's the best thing to do, but I mean, in all honesty, I would probably do it every 2 weeks, because after a while people are just going to do everything, and then people are going to get bored and they're going to want new stuff in it. So 2 weeks would be a nice kind of mid-range like update for it. I am very, very pleased with the responses that I got in my last video. I had quite a few comments. I got about 10 or so likes, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for that. Currently I think it's got something like 500 views, and that again, fucking terrific. Like, you know, very rarely get videos that blow up like that, and I've gotten a ton of subscribers from it, so welcome to all you new subscribers. I will be carrying on this. I might take a short break after this to get some people together to actually play it, so that we can, of course, experiment with house building, castle building, etc, etc. I can't necessarily show you everything because that would require me to actually know a shit ton of skills, and the only problem with that is that it takes a while. You know, it takes a while. And plus, as someone did mention out last time in the video, in the first episode, is that this game is more of a group faring game. If you play by yourself, you're not really gonna be able to do a whole lot like quite quickly. You can in the end do it all by yourself, I would expect, because all your skills can be trained up, but there is a skill cap, so I don't know if that skill cap is just for strength and all that kind of stuff, or if it's a skill cap for, you know, like farming, forestry, terraforming, etc, etc. I don't know if that has one, because if that doesn't have a skill trap, then you could literally just spend a week doing all the different kind of things to get it up to like level 100 or level 60, where most of the interesting stuff happens anyway, and then carry on from there. But yeah, I wouldn't expect it to be very fun with just you, you know. I would expect this to be kind of like that type of game which needs to be played with people. So we're naked because, yeah, reasons. I would record this with Godfather II, but unfortunately he doesn't exactly have, I wouldn't say, he doesn't have the strongest PCs to run it because of just everything that spawns in. He has this at the lowest and still can't do anything. So that's an unfortunate thing. As you can see, it actually looks like it saves the layout now when you go from server to server. So I like to have my global, my system, and my local all to the right. So, you know, apologies if it causes an eyesore, but I can't really do a whole lot about it. So starting off on the basics again, I learned a few things. Of course, my terraforming is actually as high as it will actually, well, not go, but as soon as I find a fucking skill, there it is. So I've got 60 terraformers, so I can dig tunnels. The reasons why I focus on this is because it allows me to show you most of the cool things, like how to actually build something. Now, building itself, like houses and all that, requires a shit ton of wood. Plus, clay in this game is not exactly well thought out, I don't think. It's very hard to find some clay. But other than that, it's pretty good for an alpha. Let's have a look. I have gone over some of the discussions on Steam. I found out a few things about this game. You know, they do want to make this as medieval as humanly possible. Like, what I'm trying to say by that is that they want to make it so that, you know, you could have a kingdom, and they want to make it so that you could be seafaring, you know, have like all that kind of stuff, and they want to make sure this all happens, you know. I mean, me and Mark had the idea of building a little fishing village, like just, you know, taking on roles in this world and seeing what we can do. So, you know, we thought set up a few shacks along there. Obviously we weren't planning on doing it here, I don't think. No, this is a separate island, so I could show you most things in here actually, because it might be a little bit easy to find for people, but we don't really mind that. Sometimes you do just need to keep on doing this and doing this and doing this, and you will eventually get a load. But other than that, yeah. I mean, there's so much potential in this game to be so good. Like, if you had seafaring, then you could actually technically have a bigger world. You know, you could have a massive world with like multiple islands. You could have like all different sorts of things. Like, you could have coastal batteries that might fire on their own, or I mean, I do have seen and heard around that the NPC equivalent of this game is literally just animals. But what I would find cool is you being able to hire soldiers, maybe. Like, if you become like a king of a realm by having, say, a castle and a certain number of houses, for example, in an area that you have claimed, then you can maintain that as long as the king provides, I don't know, some sort of tax on his land. So as long as his tax is paid, the land keeps and keeps and keeps. But if it isn't paid, then someone can actually come along and claim for it. So, you know, it's just, I'm guessing it can be like that due to the fact that people might just come, set up a load of shit, and then just leave, and then you know, you're not going to be able to do anything else. Either that, or if there's world resets, which an admin can do if they wanted to, because then it would actually give a nice feel to it. You know, you build up, build up, build up, become the best, and then it will get shut down, and then you got to do it again. It gives replayability, basically. But the most amazing thing I think they can make this into is an actual kingdom management sort of game. Like, you know, you have your castle, you have your village, the village brings you tax income, the castle brings you soldiers that you hire from that tax income. You can make, I don't know, 200 tax from your local province. And then that would allow you to, of course, hire people. If you get my meaning. So, you know, it's just, I can think of so many ideas for this game, and, you know, I don't really have the massive amount of time to actually post it all on the Steam Workshop, well, not Steam Workshop, sorry, the actual Steam discussion board for this game. You know, it takes me a while to write down all the ideas that I have, but other than that, yeah. I mean, I might do it, because I have been trying to haul myself out recently to try and get back into YouTube. Because right now, actually, where I am right now, I am actually in my university dorm room. So, if it sounds any different, please do tell me. I am right next to a fucking train station, so you might hear a few trains, but it's actually not that bad. They're actually quite quiet. But, yeah, I mean, I'm in this room with my girlfriend. She's not here right now. She's gone out with a couple of friends. So that I was actually able to record so that she doesn't make a fuck ton of noise, so she normally does. But this also means that now I can actually stream a lot more because the internet here isn't all that bad. And I actually managed to get my hands onto a cable. Get that one here. A Ethernet cable. So now I have even stronger internet for streaming. So it should be a lot more stable when I stream. So make sure you guys do go to my Twitter. I might stream this. I might stream it if I can, you know, get 10 of you guys in my stream with me and we can just do a whole bunch of stuff together. That'd be cool. As I said last video, if you guys are up to wanting to play together on this once you get it, make sure you add me on Steam. My name is TonyIsTheGuy. So that's, you know, you can't get any more simple than that. you know, my YouTube name, so go ahead and actually add me if you want to. And then once you do that, I can then actually determine how I'm going to set everything up. Because the servers, I don't think for this would be at, like, expensive to all hell. I'm trying to find some non-expensive game server, maybe Blue Flang Solutions like we saw earlier on the browser. I might go with those, I might not. But literally, if you guys are willing to, I would be willing to, you know, cough out to get the server, etc, etc. And we can make a great series. It would just be, you know, be awesome. You know, it's just one of those things that you can't play this game alone. It's just, I wouldn't be able to play this game alone. The only thing that I'm doing right now is just to show you guys what you need to do when you start out, basically. So this is what you want to be doing when you start out. What we were doing earlier is picking up this stuff, which is wild plant fiber, and then what we're doing now is picking up twigs. And then these twigs are actually going to help us get our basic equipment all sorted and all together. So mainly when I start out, I like to get 12 plant fiber, 12 wood. And then after I get this, I get about 12 flintstone. And then that's normally enough to, like, tide me over. Well, yeah, tide me over, I could say. Because really, you need to be making all the primitive equipment first, and then you can do other stuff. Like, this is the kind of stuff that you need to be doing first. I believe I think we've already went past a load of rocks, so we could just simply go there. But, yeah guys, I mean, I got amazing responses from you guys last time, so make sure you do tell me what's good about the video, what's bad about the video, what I can improve. So I'm just drinking my Dr. Pepper. Got a bit of a weird throat today, because I was drinking last night. I had a few shots of vodka, so, yeah. So my voice is kind of fucked up today. It sounds like my voice is breaking a shit ton, which is not good for me, a 21-year-old man, you know. But yeah, if I could get the same response from you guys, that would be amazing. I've already got 10 likes on it, which was absolutely amazing. And there was quite a few people who actually talked on it, which was surprising. So I could actually go to the video right now on my phone while we're doing this. And I know this doesn't make for the most exciting of videos either. You know, you're just watching me here collect resources. So do tell me if you want me to, I don't know, cut out the resource gathering and just show you the equipment making and the house making and the house building. And then I can just do that. But quite literally, I need your guys' responses to be able to do this. So we had quite a few people talk in the comment section last time, which was Luke Edwards wanted me to add me on Steam. Yeah, go ahead, but literally I'll add you on Steam if you give me your Steam ID. Or not Steam ID, but yeah. Did I respond to this guy? Yeah. Rakoy for actually giving me some advice. There is a lot, as Rakoy said, there's a lot of crafting and grinding involved. Yeah, there is a lot of it. And he doesn't like the fact if I spend an awful lot of time crafting and grinding for resources instead of playing the actual game. But, you know, I can do that, but I need more than your guys' kind of thing to be able to do that. You know, I got one person already. And I just, you know, I'd like a few more, you know, saying that, oh, hey Tony, I would probably prefer it if you didn't, like, you know, grind for resources and talk. What the fuck was that? Some dickhead loud student making fuck ton of noise outside. I don't know if you heard that. If you didn't, that's good. But no, I mean, I do understand that this stuff is quite boring. Go away, Nor. Whore. But yeah, but literally I got one person telling me not to do it. You know, there was 541 views on the last video, guys. Come on, it's just the fact of going into the comments saying, could you just show making the stuff, maybe talk for a bit if you have any ideas or where you think the game's going, if you have any tips for the viewers. and all that kind of stuff, and then I'll be willing to do that. I really don't mind. Because, you know, this game is, you know, kind of like Minecraft. If you stream or record Minecraft, it gets boring when you just mine resources and do fuck all after that. You know, it does get kind of boring. I watch Minecraft videos sometimes, and even I know that's boring. So it's just, yeah. I really do need you guys to tell me. I am trying to make this. I do really want to be interactive with you guys when it comes to my my community on YouTube. And it would just be really nice if you guys told me what you want. Like, you know, I have 342 subscribers now. I've gone up about 20 subscribers so far since I posted this video. And that's fucking amazing. That's amazing of you guys to do that for me. And to, you know, just show some faith and sign up to me. I know I haven't been uploading that lot. But with university going on and me moving, I did not really have a time for like a month to record. Every now and then I would, but yeah. I will try and continue some of the other series. It's just that I really don't know how much time I have right now. Like, I know that I can do all this kind of stuff for you. These stuff's already 20 minutes normally, and then that's about it. But yeah, it would be amazing if you guys could interact a little more. Some of you already do. I don't really have like a regular commenter, person that comments basically on my videos. That would be nice, just so I knew what was going on, because I'm in the complete dark. You know, I can't make high quality videos for you guys if I don't know what you guys like. I know that most viewers like a video that's informative when it's about a game, and likes good action, well, not good action, but good quality content, like talking about the game, talking about how the game works, etc., and then gets onto a bit more exciting stuff. But quite literally, I can't do that unless you guys kind of, you know, say, "Oi, Tony, you're boring as fuck, mate. Why don't you just do something different?" And we'll make a knife as well. So this is everything that I recommend to you. You get a sickle. As I said, you get 12 altogether. You don't need 12, but it just leaves you a little bit left over for like a cooking pot and a campfire and all that kind of stuff, which is kind of a necessity. So you need a sickle. This is for gathering herbs, extra bits of food, and all that kind of stuff, and making farms, of course. A shovel is just for lowering the earth. There's not much to it. It's also used for farming. You know, you dig up stuff with the spade, or you pick stuff up. You basically cut stuff with the sickle, and then you dig it with the shovel to make the actual ground itself. I haven't actually used the hammer yet, but I'm guessing that it's going to be used for building, like houses and stuff like that. There's the axe, which is used for chopping down trees to get logs, which is also for houses and amongst other things. Pickaxes are important for digging holes, mining, etc., for like rocks, to get that cooking stove up and all that kind of stuff. Then you have the saw, which actually is used to cut up like either, I don't know, is it? I think it's either for branches or big logs, when you know actually how to cut logs and all that. And then the knife is just defensive weapon. You know, I normally keep this equipped at all times, so it's just easier that way. And as you guys may not know, your character can have a lot of stuff on him. Like a lot of these two are for like these smaller ones, so like for a sickle and a knife, or that and that. But these pickaxes and the shovel are for these areas to be held a bit. I don't know if you can actually hold it now. So as you can see, this only fits in these two. And then this here, this axe, will only, well, will fit in everything because it's quite small but quite large at the same time. This will fit anywhere. This will fit only in these two spaces. And this won't fit in 2 spaces. So, you know, that's something to remember. You don't really want to get over your weight limit either, otherwise you start running out of breath really easily. But that is literally the basics, guys. That's the basics right there. That's basic tools. You don't really need to know much more than that. Now, the reasons why I did, however, get this 60 terraforming it's for a very good reason. As I told you, I was spending yesterday with Mark like an hour, I think it was, or 30 minutes, or maybe 40, just like fucking grinding the skill, trying to get it up to 60, trying to get rocks to make a cooking stove, and all that crap. That wasn't very fun. Even I have to admit that wasn't very fun, but it's something that is the reason why you need to play with friends or play with a group of people. There's always groups out there looking for people to kind of play with. You know, recently I joined, say, a Crusader Kings 2 group for multiplayer. So I use that mainly for multiplayer. But that is really about it. You know? Because this game can't be played. I can only show you guys the basics. That's all I can do. I can't really do much more than that. If you want me to do more, then obviously I'm going to have to spend a lot more time doing this for you guys. I don't mind doing it, but I need you guys to tell me if you want me to do it. You can't perform the terrain, it's too far. Try it with neighbouring stairs. Okay. Over here. Dig a tunnel. Downward. I think that's what you need to do. There we go. And then he starts hammering away. You never drink. But no, I can see a lot of this game being boring after a while because I won't be doing all that much. And some of this stuff does take a while to level up, by the way. A hell of a long time. As you notice, my fishing is actually 0. So, and my farming is 0. So that's going to take a while to actually build up and to do. My logging isn't amazing. I can only literally cut down trees in about 30 to 50 seconds. So that's a bad thing. You know, I got gathering, which is bad. You know, I can't really do a whole lot. You can lock these skill as well, so that you only have to, like, say if you didn't want all these things to level up and you only wanted one specific thing to. Say if you wanted only terraforming to be level 60, so that you get that, you know, digging holes, but you didn't want to be able to harden mine walls or to have your beams having more stability. You can literally choose. That person, I think it is. But no, this is completely and utterly a team game. I don't think it's not like Minecraft where you can gather resources easily on your own, because this does need a lot of grinding to be able to get your skills up to a certain point. And we've already got 200 rocks, so I don't think we need to be doing that anymore. I bet my inventory is just fucked up now. So with these rocks you can do a whole lot more. You can make a hammer, so that's what we're going to do. Actually, I need another plant thing. So we go into here. We don't want to dig a tunnel here really. Search for plant fiber. And we'll do that once. Oh, I've actually gotten a message for bloody Clash of Clans. Which isn't good. I make this hammer just so that I can see what it does. And just so you guys can see what it does as well. There's not much left to actually talk about this game, in all honesty. The servers are a bit funny sometimes. You know, you go into it and it lags and it crashes. Some servers are quite good.